Yes.
Yes, so finally you are here.
Yeah.
Hi,
How are you, Arif?
I'm very good. How are you?
Yes, good, good, good. So somebody joined. Post Sujina. Hi there.
Yeah, yeah, Suji, Naeem, uh, we have several people who have joined.
Okay, great.
Hello,
Great.
Ibnul
So
Arbu. So today we are going to talk about something very, very important and which actually defines success, resilience, and growth in life, whether in any area of life, whether it is personal or professional. This is the most important factor, right? So we are going to talk about how one can build grit. So, Said, before we understand how one can build his grit and achieve the success that he desires, I want to ask what actually grit is. If you can define that.
thank you, Arif. Thanks for asking this, and welcome all the people who have joined. Uh, I have to start with this quote: like success belong to the tenacious. So this is tenacity. So it is your ability to persevere against all the challenges, right? It is a uh, it's a mindset where resilience is the game. Okay, resilience. You are faced with all the adversities, and in spite of that, you are resilient to achieve what you want to achieve. So it's a combination of your courage, that guts, your consciousness, uh, your perseverance against the challenges that you face, your resilience, and you, last but not the least, you need to have passion to achieve whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever your goal is. Okay, so this is the combination of all these things together. That's what makes the grit. And always, as you rightly said, the difference between a winner and a loser is just grit. Because on most occasions, everybody have individual capacities. The real difference is the grit that you carry.
Thanks for making it very, very clear, Saeed. Now, what I have understood is people can have intelligence, people can have, some natural talents, but when it comes to achieve a success or, you know, create a huge success, what one has to have is grit, right? And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
after listening to you, one word was coming to my mind that what we call in Hindi that kisme kitna hai dam. So that is what
Yeah.
uh, defines grit, right? So, Said, tell me, why is it so important to have? Like we talk so much about natural talent, we talk about skills, we talk about so many things, commitment, desire, dream, passion, and so many other things. But why is it so important?
The thing is, in personal life or professional life, in business, or like when you are out there in the market as a businessman, when you're out there in the ground, in the court as a sports person, as an athlete, the real difference is the grit that you carry. Because you see, like you must have known the player called Ivan Lendl, tennis player. He was Czechoslovakia. He was from Czechoslovakia. At that time, it was Czechoslovakia. Now it is Czech Republic. So this guy, in most of his crucial matches, the biggest wins that he has, that he loses the first two sets, and the third set is almost lost. He's at the like match point. Then from there he takes the point. He breaks the serve. Then he saves his serve. Then he takes the set. He takes the game. He takes the set. Then he eventually takes the championship. So you see, on the court, on the day, both the players are equally like athletic, equally talented, equally like they know everything about tennis, how to play and what to do, what not to do. So what differentiated them from the winner to the loser is the grit that you carry. Even the current champion, that Novak Djokovic, he almost all his games, he loses first two sets. Then he goes on to win the other three sets, right? So how does this happen? It's it's purely the grit that they carry, right? Because when you, as a businessman, when you're out there in the market, there are so many other people who are trying to do the same business that you want to do. So what is the difference? The difference is the grit that you carry. That. So I would say one need to believe. Your belief has to be strong. All right. Then you build a grit on that with these components that we talked about before, like your courage, your perseverance, your resilience, and those things. And of course, you need to be passionate about what you want to achieve and move towards that.
So that was a great example. I remember I have seen one Lendl playing on TV at least, right? And I think that was the time when I used to watch only uh, lawn tennis, and besides that, I didn't enjoy any of the games watching. I used to play all of them, right? So I remember
The two,
Lendl. And
yeah, the two games that are worth watching is tennis and football.
yeah, so so I, I'm confused a bit here. That when people know it, like one thing is that you rightly said that when we are in an environment, all of almost everybody is at par. Maybe there is a little bit of difference here and there, but most of the people are at par. Whether if you see in a company, people who are at the same level, they will have similar level of intelligence, similar level of skills. But why somebody get promoted, or why uh, somebody achieves more than others, is I can see that now that grit plays a very important role. Now, if people know about it and it is so important, why is it so uncommon? Why people are not commonly successful in what they want to achieve?
That is clever question, Ari. That's an important thing here. So yes, we all know that it is important, and we all know what it is, and yet we don't see it. It is just like they say the common sense is not very common, right? So this is there are few factors here. One, that current society, we are living in a society where instant gratification is the name of the game, and everybody wants things instantly, easily. And we have a generation which are excessively protected, like the children that they are growing up, they're excessively protected from the child. Every environment, everything is controlled. They are living in a controlled environment, and they are growing up, they are going into professional life. Okay, even in the professional life, specialization has gone so much that I know so many engineers who are working in IT sector. They don't know nothing more than a few Excel sheets. That's it. Every day they go, they work on those Excel sheets and they come back. Other than that, they know nothing. So there are no life skills. Most important thing is there are no life skills. They have never seen a hardship. They have never seen a challenges. They are extremely protected, and they believe in instant gratification. Like you post something on a Facebook and you expect 1,000 likes immediately, and when you don't get it, you feel upset, right? Uh, I you know I want to cite this. That last time when I was in US, I read one news article. It was pretty sad, but I have to mention it here because it's worth mentioning. There was this family, Indian origin family, but very well to do. They were living in a mansion which is worth millions, and very successful couple professionally. And they committed suicide, all the whole family, including the child, committed. I mean, they are all dead. Why did this happen? Because they know only one thing. They have been doing only one thing, okay? And that thing, whatever they were doing, they took it to a pinnacle, and after that it failed. Now they don't know anything else, and they don't have the capacity to face that failure and rebuild or repurpose or reinvent themselves. And they see it as total dark. It's the end, and they ended themselves. So this is the problem. So we are living in excessively protected environment, and we believe in easy go things like everything is ready made, everything is made to order, even food is fast food. So that's the reason we are growing up in a way that we don't practice that resilience, we don't practice that grit at all, because there is no opportunity even to practice grit. Everything is made easy for you, everything is offered to you on a platter. So you got used to that comfort, and when you don't have that, you don't know how to handle that.
So that's true. So Saeed, you mean that while nurturing children or taking care of them, we should not provide everything. We should let them do something, you know, by themselves, right? And there should be some hardship, and hardships are not all bad. This is what I have understood because we learned so many things because of
Yeah,
that.
it makes you learn, it makes you learn, it makes you try, it makes you define yourself.
True, true. So let's say there are a few professionals. There are professionals, and they want to measure how much grit they have. So is there any way that they can measure it?
Well, I wanted to tell you that, but it's good that you asked me. The thing is, one need to know where we stand. Like we need, well, it helps us to know where we stand with this grid, because it is extremely important. So there are tools with which you can measure it. But the more important thing is here, there is something called a personality that we carry. We all carry certain personalities. We are different personalities. All right. So when we know what personality we are, what qualities we have, and what works for us, what doesn't work for us, it helps us in building this resilience. It helps us navigating our way through. So fortunately here, we can offer a personality assessment for those who are interested in taking a personality assessment. We can offer you this test for free, and also we can offer you the tool to know where you stand with your grit. This, you can measure your grit, so you can measure your grit and where you stand. And if people are interested, please DM me or Arif on this platform now here also, so that we can share the link, so you can take the test and know where you stand with grit and with your person.
So that's a great thing that is available for the audience. Uh, because I have gone through some of the uh, great skills which are available online, and one can easily manipulate those tests and can feel good about themselves, right? Or maybe feel low about it. Okay, so that doesn't, those tests doesn't show the real picture because at times we are not so honest. So it's very very important to know ourselves and then go and do those tests. Then we get the real picture. So I think personality tests will definitely help them to understand themselves and then find them find that how gritty they are, right? So that's
Agree.
a very good thing that you are doing now.
Agree.
So let's say we have measured it and we are at some place, right? We have some level of grit. Now, how
Mhm.
one can grow in life and how can they build their grit?
Yeah, it's a continuous process, and one need to make conscious effort to build grit, because yes, uh, because we all will have certain grit, no doubt about it. But the level of grit that you have could be different, and the level of grit that you require in such situations is much more than in a normal time. So one need to make a conscious effort to build grit also. So how do you? The question is now, how do you do that? As you ask. So I want to share 3 Ds here. Okay. The first is define your purpose, because your purpose has to be clear in life. Like I have been into corporate sector for a long time, like you did, right? But now I'm into this coaching session. My purpose now is to serve, because this for me is like a payback time. I want to give back to society. So if I can impact a few lives, if I can change something, even if it's a few, that 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 gives me pleasure, happiness, and whatever. That's what I'm here. So that's the purpose. Like that, you may have a different perspective. Every individual have a different. So define your purpose clearly, because what happens is when you define your purpose, it drives you. It drives you. So define your purpose and then create for yourself. I mean, in defining your purpose, there are three components. What I want to share here is that one is that have a clear vision. Have whatever that you want to achieve, have it a clear vision, because without the clarity, you don't know where you're going. So have the clear vision. These all things help you in driving that. The drive is required, that passion is required to build your grit also. And you say you want to do something, like you say you have a purpose, then you need to answer that important question, why you want to achieve that, right? Because the reason why you want to know the why is when your why is clear, the how will be clear, right? And so uh, answer these questions to yourself, right? And try to write it down. When you write it down, you get clarity. The more clarity it is there, the more clear it is there in front of you, the more drive you will get. And the second thing is have a defined mindset. I'm not saying just mindset, I'm saying a defined mindset. Because this is where sometime in a crucial points of life, you need a mindset of never giving up. Like, I had my share of it. I'm sure you had your share of them. And everybody in some situation or other will have a time when you feel like things are not working out. There is a failure after there's a failure after failure. You keep trying and then something, a hurdle comes up or it fails. Something, this situation everybody will face. So who will ultimately succeed is the one who has a defined mindset and never giving up. Because you believe in something, you have a vision, you have a purpose, and you're going after it. You believe in it. So you need a defined mindset to go. So have a defined mindset. So how do you have a defined mindset? How do you have defined mindset is now there will be challenges. So see the challenges as opportunity to learn and grow instead of just as a hurdle, right? Change your perspective. Then reframe failure as feedback. Okay, we all fail in life sometime or other, right? Fail in exams, we fail in professional life. Some things, it happens. There's no single person on earth who has got everything going right for him. There will be failure. So instead of seeing failure as a failure, change your perspective. See the failure as feedback, right? That will relieve you, and it will empower you. All right. Then stick to your process. You have chosen a process to do something, right? So what happens is mostly when people start to do something and they see a hurdle after hurdle, then they start to doubt the process itself. Then they start to doubt the very way they are doing it. Okay. So this may be a proven process which you're doing. Okay. But only thing is people were resilient enough to go to the end. So stick to the process and continue your goal, right? And the third is discipline. But I would say a devote discipline you need, not just discipline, you need a devote discipline. In the discipline, let me say three C's here. One is C for consistency. Show up every day, irrespective of what the situation is, irrespective of what you're going through in personal life. Like things can go wrong at your end. Irrespective of all that, show up every day. Consistency is the key, right? Then we all live in some kind of comfort zone. We don't want to be trying something new because of fear or because of so many other reasons. So get out of that comfort zone. In other words, get comfortable being uncomfortable. All right. And the third C is the choice. Choice is like uh, uh, set your priorities right. You have a vision and you want to achieve that. In order to achieve that, put your priorities right. Make a right choice. So when you have this all three Ds, when you put them into practice, I think you will build a strong, resilient mindset, which will give you a very strong grit that will keep you moving towards your vision.
Thank you, Saeed, for elaborating how somebody can build great in his life,
Yeah.
right? So we have some people here. So I can invite somebody if they want to ask any questions about grit. So if there is any question, I can invite them, or they can just write in the chat window. All right, we have Najma here. Uh, let me try. She wants to join.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Hi, Najma.
हेलो
hello.
Good
कैसे
to
हैं
see
आप?
you again.
Yeah.
You are very
All
good.
good.
How are you?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, I'm fine.
Good. So, Najma, today we are talking about grit. Uh, तो इसके बारे में अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है तो यू कैन आस्क सईद डायरेक्टली.
जस्ट ज्वाइन किया मैंने आपको. किस टॉपिक पे आपकी चल रही है बातचीत मुझे पता नहीं है.
ओके
जस्ट ज्वाइन किया.
ऑलराइट. सो वी आर अबाउट टू एंड एक्चुअली. सो मैंने इसलिए बुलाया था कि अगर आपको क्वेश्चन कोई करना है ग्रिड से रिलेटेड तो आप क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. इट्स ओके. इट्स ओके. सो आई so we were talking about grid, and Saeed has given an elaborated answer how one can measure his grade and how one can build his grade, right? So I end this session with this hope that people become more gritty and they become successful in what they want to achieve. And success is not defined only in professional terms. It is success is maybe in relationships, success is about health, success is it can be in any area of life, not just professional life. So, and in every area you require grit, that you need to work every day till you achieve that thing. Okay, whatever happens, whatever challenges come, you need to show up every day, as Saeed was saying, till the time you achieve that success. So thank you so
Yeah.
much, Saeed, and thank you, Nazma, for joining. Have
Yeah. Once
Thank you,
again,
sir.
I
a good
want
time.
what I want to
Most
say to
welcome.
people is that uh, believe in yourself, believe in what you're doing, and of course, be purposeful in life. Have a good purpose because purpose will drive you, and be conscious and be in the good company because you are nothing but the company that you keep. And of course, be in present because don't get lost in things that you can't control. Be in present, focus on what you do, and yes, that makes you achieve what you want to achieve. And thank you all. Thank you, Nazma, for joining. Thank you, Arif, and thank you all the guests who have
Thank you so
joined.
much.
Thank
Great.
you, everyone. Thank you, Colonel Aditya, for being here. Have a good time.